Hello, friends. Are you tired of feeling weighed down by debt? You're not alone. Many of us find ourselves in a situation where managing debt feels like an impossible mountain to climb. But don't worry, there's hope. Today, we're going to talk about two powerful methods that can help you pay off your debt faster: the debt snowball method and the debt avalanche method. Both methods are effective, but which one is best for you? That's the million-dollar question. By the end of this video, you'll have a clearer understanding of which approach fits your personal goals, mindset, and financial situation. So, let's dive in. First up, let's talk about the debt snowball method. Think of it like rolling a snowball down a hill. You start small, but with every step, the snowball grows bigger and bigger, gaining momentum along the way. This is how the debt snowball works in practice. List your debts from smallest to largest, regardless of the interest rate. Focus on paying off the smallest debt first while making minimum payments on the others. Once you pay off the smallest debt, you move on to the next smallest using the money you were putting toward the first debt. This creates momentum, and before you know it, you'll be knocking out those debts one by one. The beauty of the debt snowball method is that it's all about quick wins. By paying off smaller debts first, you experience a sense of accomplishment and motivation to keep going. It's like hitting mini milestones along your debt-free journey. Now, let's take a look at the debt avalanche method. Imagine you're standing at the top of a mountain, and the only way down is to take the steepest, fastest route. That's how the debt avalanche works. Though it may feel steep at first, it's ultimately the most cost-effective approach. Here's how it goes. List your debts from the highest interest rate to the lowest, no matter the size of the debt. Focus on paying off the debt with the highest interest rate first, while making minimum payments on the others. Once the high-interest debt is paid off, move on to the next one with the highest interest rate and continue this process until all your debts are gone. The debt avalanche method is all about saving money on interest over the long term. By tackling the high-interest debts first, you're paying less interest overall, which can help you get out of debt faster. Both methods have their pros and cons. The right method for you will depend on your personal preferences, goals, and financial situation. Let's break it down. Pros of the debt snowball method: motivation through quick wins. One of the most significant advantages of the debt snowball method is the psychological boost you get from paying off a debt. As you eliminate small debts, you feel like you're making real progress. This can give you the emotional strength to keep pushing forward. Easy to follow. The debt snowball method is straightforward. You don't have to worry about complicated calculations or trying to figure out interest rates. It's a simple, effective strategy that almost anyone can follow. Good for beginners. If you're just starting on your debt-free journey, the debt snowball method is a great way to ease into the process. It can give you that initial momentum to take on bigger challenges as you gain confidence. Cons of the debt snowball method: paying more in interest. Since the debt snowball method focuses on small debts rather than high-interest ones, you may end up paying more interest in the long run. You'll take longer to pay off high-interest debts like credit cards, which can be frustrating if you're trying to save money. Longer time to become debt-free. Because you're tackling smaller debts first, it might take a bit longer to become debt-free, especially if your larger debts have high interest rates. Pros of the debt avalanche method: saves money on interest. The biggest advantage of the debt avalanche method is that it helps you save the most money on interest. By attacking high-interest debts first, you reduce the overall amount of interest you'll pay, meaning you can pay off your debts faster. Faster to become debt-free. Since you're prioritizing high-interest debts, you'll typically pay them off more quickly. This can mean you're free from debt sooner than you would be with the snowball method. Great for math lovers. If you're someone who likes to crunch numbers and really optimize your debt repayment, the debt avalanche method is for you. It's a more strategic approach and helps you make the most efficient use of your money. Cons of the debt avalanche method: can be discouraging. The debt avalanche method isn't about quick wins. It's about long-term strategy. You may be paying off a debt that feels like it's taking forever to get rid of, and it can be tough to stay motivated without the immediate payoff of eliminating a debt. Requires patience. Because you're focusing on high-interest debts, the process can feel slow in the beginning, especially if your high-interest debts are large. It can take time before you start seeing significant progress. Now you might be asking yourself, which method is best for me? Let's break it down into a few key factors. Your personality. Are you someone who thrives on quick wins and staying motivated through visible progress? The debt snowball method might be the right choice for you. Do you prefer to take a more analytical, long-term approach to your finances? The debt avalanche method could be a better fit. Your debt situation. If you have many small debts with high interest rates, the debt avalanche method could help you save a lot of money on interest. If you have a few large debts, starting with the debt snowball method may be a great way to knock out those smaller debts and gain the momentum to tackle the bigger ones. Your motivation. If you're struggling with motivation and need that boost to keep going, the debt snowball method can give you that initial lift. If you're disciplined, can focus on the big picture, and are okay with delayed gratification, the debt avalanche method may keep you on track to save the most money in the long run. Regardless of which method you choose, here are some actionable steps to get started on your debt-free journey. Make a budget. Start by tracking all your income and expenses. Create a budget that allows you to allocate as much money as possible toward paying down debt. Create an emergency fund. Before you dive into debt repayment, make sure you have a small emergency fund in place, just a few $100s to cover unexpected expenses. This will prevent you from having to rely on credit cards if something goes wrong. Pick your debt repayment method. Choose the debt snowball or debt avalanche method based on your preferences and financial goals. Stay motivated. Celebrate each milestone along the way, whether it's paying off a small debt or making a significant dent in a larger one. Use these wins to keep your momentum going. Track your progress. Regularly check in with your debt repayment plan. As you make progress, you'll feel more empowered to stay on course. Both the debt snowball and debt avalanche methods can help you get out of debt, but the right method depends on your unique situation. The most important thing is to choose a strategy that feels motivating and sustainable for you. Whether you choose the fast wins of the snowball or the efficient strategy of the avalanche, just remember that every step you take brings you closer to a debt-free life. Stay determined, stay focused, and remember, you've got this. Keep pushing forward, and before you know it, you'll be looking back at this time and realizing how far you've come. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any of our future content. Keep hustling, and let's get out of debt together.